We don't introduce ourselves, eh?
Oh
I
my
guess
God.
not.
I just to keep it short because all the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
intros and the music add up like another 2-3 minutes of stuff where we could be talking about the Habs. Yay! I had no doubts that the Habs would win tonight. I had zero doubts whatsoever. It
Oh
was
yeah.
what I did today is that when I went to get my oil change, I went to the check-in counter, right?
Oh yes.
And I walked up to the check-in counter, and some guy far down the counter said, "I could take you, sir." I'm like, there's my dude. So I walk on over, spiked hair on top and a mullet in the back, and I was like,
Yeah.
that there is a sign. That man was a champion. I couldn't believe it. I was shocked. And then I went to Panera, and then I got my car back, and I went home and worked, and then I took a nap, as I am off to do, and then I watched the game.
It was good.
Most
Started
of
out really good.
some of it was good.
I was composing a tweet after Kotkaniemi scored. So it's
Yes.
2 goals by Armia, 1 goal by Kotkaniemi. I was composing a tweet that said, "This team has finished."
I get it because yeah.
And then of course Toronto scored. So I deleted my draft and
God
did
damn
not
it.
send that tweet.
Well, it's okay because on Happy Hour I posted a GIF of what is that late night show guy's name? I forget.
Conan.
James Corden.
No.
Conan O'Brien.
Yeah,
And he was like, "Long live Finland!" And I'm like,
Yes!
that's all right. So okay,
Good one.
Somebody
Beth.
tweeted they tweeted the score of the game as Pori 3, Toronto 1.
true story. So for those that don't know, the Habs won Game 5 in Toronto to force a Game 6 back in Montreal in front of fans. Saturday night hockey on Montreal, and it's gonna be great. That's awesome. That's awesome. Full marks. Oh my God, the Gustafsson experiment worked. I guess. Oh my Lord, I was shocked.
Did not
Honestly,
hurt us.
this morning I was shocked that they were like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna put Gustafsson in the lineup." I was like, "What? Why would you put Gustafsson in the lineup?" So the talk around town is that Gustafsson is an offensive
Are you frozen?
defenseman. No, I am
I
not
think he's
frozen.
frozen.
Who? Nope. Not frozen.
Are you frozen too? Is everybody frozen?
Nobody's. Nope.
Nobody-
Nope.
Am I the only one
You're
alive
the
here?
only one that's frozen, actually.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do there is I'm gonna make a note of when that happened on the 5-minute mark, and then I'm gonna talk about what happened there. So let's go to Twitter, and there it is. Hey, you're back.
Yay!
What? It was frozen.
Nah,
You guys were both frozen.
you were frozen for us, and then you left and came back, so that's good.
No, it shut down.
I
So
will-
I kept talking.
That's okay. I will edit that. I think I was talking about Gustafsson, and the talk around town is that he is our offensive defenseman of sorts, apparently. I didn't see him do anything at all, and that's fine, given the trajectory that this team was on. Him and Merrill looked fine. Thank God. First period was great. Habs were playing. They actually showed up. They were making passes. And man, that fourth line of Armia, Perry, and Stahl, somehow the Maple Leafs didn't have an answer for them. 2 goals in the first period by Armia, the one-man Armia there. Thank God.
Corey Perry got his 100th playoff point.
Corey Perry, 100th playoff point in 150 playoff games played. 150 playoff games. Man, good for Corey Perry. So
I
much.
love him so much.
So much playoff experience for Corey
Yeah.
Perry. The combined age of that fourth line is 99.
And Yoel Armia is young.
Yeah.
Not to say that Eric Stahl and Corey Perry are old,
No.
but compared to everyone, literally everyone on that ice except for Thornton, yeah, they're seasoned veterans
They're
as
hockey
is.
old.
How old
they are
is
hockey.
Simmons?
Simmons?
Yeah.
Simmons. How old is Simmons? I can look that up really quick. What were you saying, Beth?
He's an old.
Were you saying anything, Beth? He's 32.
Okay, so he's not as old as the other guys, but
yeah,
he's still old.
Anyway, yep. Let's see what else was going on. Low penalty game. One penalty each for either team. And the Habs power play looked god awful again. Toronto's power play looked okay, but they also did not score again, thank God. And just crazy, but lots of, I mean, when it comes to playoffs and when it comes to the NHL in general, the officiating, it's gonna be a nightmare all the time, and that's it. I think what happens is that there's a memo that goes around. If it's interference, let it slide. But if it's a trip, call it.
Or a slash.
Or slash, call it. Anything stick related, but like body interference stuff, I think they let that slide more, which I get. It adds speed to the game, but I also don't get it because it's in the rule book and they're ignoring it and it's dumb.
Yeah.
It's dumb, happens to every team and it's dumb.
I was expecting for them to call Leafs power play at the fucking face-off in overtime.
Yeah, really. Some sort of a face-off violation or something.
Yeah.
So second period starts, and the second period has been the Achilles heel for the Habs in this series. They get killed in the second period. I think the goal differential is like -7 for the Habs or something like that in the 4 games prior of the series. And, well, they survived, though. The Leafs did get on the board. Well, Kotkaniemi scores, number 1.
Yes, immediately.
KK, Sweet Baby Eagle gets it. Bam. Good for him. But then the Leafs get it right back right after the fact. And I forget who it was. I thought I had the score sheet up.
Hyman.
Was it Hyman?
How many breakaways did Carey stop?
So many.
3
How
or
many has
4?
he stopped in this series?
Several?
It was in the second intermission that Mitch Gallo on TSN 690, because I listened to the intermissions on TSN 690, which I recommend that everybody do if you don't already.
Yes.
Because the Sportsnet intermissions are intolerable, as is the call. Don't get me started. But yeah, so Mitch Gallo was saying in the leading into overtime, he was like, I mean, I think that there's still a certain bit of insecurity among Habs fans and just kind of expecting the Leafs to win it in overtime. But Mitch Gallo made the observation of how cool Carey looks and looked tonight compared to, I mean, 3 goals went in, but he was still a cool customer. And Campbell looked like
Campbell is way off.
Opposite.
This was not a banner evening for Campbell. That first goal, when it came in, when Armia got it, I was like, oh, we got to shoot a lot on that. Could just beat him like super clean glove side. Granted, huge giveaway by the Leafs after Sandin got hit. Puck squirts out into the middle onto Armia's stick, and he just, whoop, bam, got it, and that was it.
Yeah, got a score there, so perfect.
Yeah, thank God. Jesus. Because there's a lot to other things to talk about with the Habs that I don't like that we'll get to. But second period happens. Jesperi Kotkaniemi scores at 4:52. Habs up 3-0. Dreaded 3-0 lead. Zach Hyman answers a minute and a half later at 6:32. Montreal 3-1. And that's it for the rest of the period for scoring wise. Yeah. They take a 3-1 lead going into the third. And then everything collapses. Habs don't have their legs again. Maple Leafs turn it on. Jake Muzzin at 6:52 makes it 3-2. And I was like, oh shit. This might get bad. If the Habs can get one more, that'd be awesome. Then of course, Jake Muzzin off of that freaking shot by Galchenyuk. This was the goal that made me angry because it was a clean 5-hole, by Price, which he's been solid. Absolutely stellar all night. This was probably the worst goal of the series for him, which is whatever. So Jake Muzzin at 11:54. Habs, push the Maple Leaf onslaught away because it just seemed like first period they had it, second and third, not nearly as much. So then we get our first overtime of the series, and it's the first line out on the ice. Deneau, Gallagher, and Tatar. Man, where are those guys?
Beth, you talk.
I don't know, because I didn't notice them at all with overtime. I was like, oh, okay, this is happening. I was like, okay, I was just waiting I was waiting for the puck to, at that point, I was waiting for the puck to get down and near Carey. I was like, oh, okay, like this is going to be over in 2 minutes. I was right that it's going to be over in 2 minutes, but not for the reasons I thought it was. Like, the overtime luck or the overtime skill exemplified by the Canadians of the regular season, I just was like, okay, whatever, like they're not going to do anything. But then the kids came out, and last week I said, play the kids, because they're the ones showing up, they're the ones doing things. And
2 days ago.
2 days ago.
2 days ago. Yes, sorry, 2 days ago. And so then the kids came out, and Cole Caulfield shot that pass to Nick Suzuki, and Nick Suzuki just zoomed it right in from the left hand
Oh my
side.
God, Amanda must be so
right.
Oh my God.
This is Suzuki's bread and butter. It's playoffs. They're coming back from a 3-1 deficit in the playoffs. It's Cole Caulfield overtime. He knows
It's his
overtime.
jam.
He loves overtime. Like this is what they do. This is what they breathe. And they're like, this is nothing. Nope. We're going home. We're gonna play in front of our friends and family. We're gonna see some season ticket holders. It's gonna be loud in there, even though it's only gonna be 2,500 people. It's gonna be loud in there because people are really excited to see us at home. And it's a big rivalry game. And I don't know if that's what got into the Habs this game or if it was something else, but I'm happy. Like I was honestly all day I was preparing. I wasn't expecting much. I've had a rough week, and I was just like, you know what? The Habs are going to be the one more thing that make me upset, and that's fine because that's just how things are going. And then my guys were all like, just kidding, Beth, you thought you get to watch us again on Saturday and it's going to be good. So
in response to the Danault line, he was good in the face-off circle, as you observed, Dave. And Gallagher is starting to look like Gallagher again. For me, he seemed frustrated to me in the first 4 games. But tonight he looked more like himself. Like I thought he was going to score in overtime. I thought for sure he was going to score tonight, but that overtime goal was like, I barely got to sit down.
I got you.
I was going to drink wine, but then I thought I can't drink wine. Not before the podcast.
I mean, yeah, could. I know come game 7, I'm going to be trashed for that. Let's see. So Danault essentially was double shifted on the face-off dot. Anytime Matthews was out there, practically Danault was out there. Either Danault or Suzuki. But the Suzuki line, they could not handle Matthews and Marner and his line. Right, yeah, Matthews, Marner, and I don't know.
Crash into Mitch Marner, for God's sake.
It's just, they just don't got it against them. Suzuki, Caulfield, and Toffoli, it's just, they are an offensive zone line, and that should have been their only MO that entire game. But yeah, what can you do? But yeah, that the no line, that line that's been a regular line for the Habs, I think is finally starting to, at least in the playoffs, it's just there's nothing there. It seems that it's a waste of a shift. Like nothing happens. Yeah. Tatar, I finally understand now why people have been griping on Tatar, because this game kind of really put into focus that he just doesn't make good decisions. All the tenacity is there, but it's just I see like, oh my God, why the hell did he do that? And then it becomes, a dangerous chance out for the Leafs against the Habs. So I finally understand now. Granted, come game 6, they're probably still going to be together. I have no idea what the Habs are going to do for Game 6. Like with the regular season, you flip a coin, and that's the Habs team that you get, and that seemed to happen tonight. Hopefully, here's some context. Going into the Bell Center on Saturday night, they have to win, or else they're eliminated.
Yep.
They will have to win their first playoff game at the Bell Center since April 17th, 2017. That's how long it's been.
Was that the Rangers game?
Yes.
That was Good Friday? Where Plecky got the equalizer after Shea Weber killed 2 guys.
I'd have to look it up. I don't have it up ahead of me.
Your memory is
Yeah, big deal. I mean, I don't care what that stat is. Like, I don't care how they're flashing. Oh, second period, the Habs are going to be bad in the second period. Well, no, like, just because it's statistically been that way in the series doesn't mean that they're always going to be bad in the second period. So I don't care. They have to win on Saturday night, and I think that they know that. Is there anything positive that you have to take away from the game, Dave?
They won.
Yeah. That's it.
That's it.
Wow. Okay. Carey Price was great.
Yeah.
I saw him being great. The Habs won. They didn't lose tonight, so they're still alive. The series is now 3-2. And what else? Kaniemi. I liked his physicality, also his goal. Armia physicality, goals. Corey Perry, man, I just love watching him play.
Lucky to have Corey Perry.
The one that kind of drives me crazy is Tyler Toffoli.
Yeah, where is he?
So slow, but he does things, but still moving. Like, I'm just like, hurry up! But yeah, he needs to score because that's why we got him. Yeah. So he's got to do that now. He's got to start doing that.
I could be wrong. I feel like that they were still playing along the boards a lot, but I feel like they were doing it a lot less.
Yeah.
Than in the previous couple of games. They were getting, if the puck had been dumped in, they were taking it out from the corners or from off the boards and bringing it up more through the middle, which made me happy. That was nice to see. Like, I don't know if Dominic Ducharme listens to the Happy Hour, probably not, but if he does, you're welcome for telling you to make them stop doing that.
That's the reason. That's the reason that Marner, like I was saying a couple of episodes ago, that how he's so slippery. Well, part of the reason is he's not playing along the boards, like very seldom.
Yeah. It's not often you see him hemmed in.
No.
The one of the differences from the rest of the series to tonight is that the Habs were pushing forward all the time, even if it meant getting an icing. That was something that was observed by, was it Eric Engels? And I was like, yes, that's exactly what they're doing. They're pushing the pass up, looking for the pass out all the time, and that's what they did. At least for the first period, because after that, it kind of piddled and died. But I got the goals they needed from the fourth line, which is good.
We say they are 4 lines, not. We're like, they're not just bad because they're bigger numbered lines.
Well, I can tell you this. If Romanov had played today, we would have won in regulation by 2 goals.
It's a possibility. Maybe.
Maybe we'll do that on Saturday.
Maybe we would have scored on the power play. That's the whole thing. Gustafsson, that was the highlight, actually. Two completely new power play units for the Habs today.
Yeah.
In particular, because they put Petrie and Weber together, and there was some great stats coming out of Petrie and Weber today when it comes to points in the playoffs. Think what was it?
Melnick.
Yeah, Mitch Melnick, friend of the podcast. 32 playoff games for Jeff Petrie, 2 points. Not a playoff player, apparently, at least production-wise. Shea Weber, 20 playoff games with the Habs, mind you, with the Habs. 2 points as well. No assists. And the reason that's striking is because they are the Habs guys on the power play. Like they control the top of the umbrella at the blue line, and it doesn't seem to do anything. And I think that now the Habs, I believe, are 0-13 or 0-14, one of the two, in the power play this series. Imagine getting 2 of those power play goals. Where would the series be?
Shocking too, with Cole Caulfield in the lineup now.
And that's the other thing too. They don't have Cole Caulfield on the first power play unit. Roll that kid out when you got the man advantage. He wants to win.
Exactly. Like
He moves so well. Oh my God, he's so good. So good to watch.
And I feel like it's a low risk, high reward to put him out on the first power play unit.
Something noticed by Brian Wild. His defensive responsibility is great. He saved some plays this particular game too. So one of the narratives surrounding Caulfield is that, oh, he always has, backup. He always has, other team members make up for his offensive output. If he's always doing offense, that means his defense sucks. No. Caulfield knows what he's doing on 200 feet of ice. Exactly.
Like I think I mentioned back during one of our regular season shows that people are going to be making a lot of the same statements about Cole Caulfield that they do about Nick Suzuki and his hockey IQ and his whole ice awareness. And Cole Caulfield's still young. This is his first NHL season. So there's a lot for him to learn, a lot for him to adapt to, but he's a smart player and he's an aware player, and he just needs the space and the opportunity to bloom, and he'll be fine. He'll produce. He's small, yes, but he knows how to work with that and work.
I think he's pretty tall.
He's taller than you.
Caulfield?
Well, he's taller than you and I are.
Taller than I
am. So, I just noticed something interesting on time on ice. John Merrill had 9 minutes and 18 seconds of ice time, while Sherratt had 28 minutes. Weber with 27. Let's see, who else was used mostly?
I liked Sherratt tonight.
Yeah, Sherratt was, thank God. Man, the right Sherratt came up tonight, because it's been a bit of a the last episode I said, where's Sherratt? What is he doing? Okay, I think he found out what he's supposed to do in the game. Tyler Toffoli led the Habs on ice time for forwards with 1932, and that's a bit of a margin. Well, a little bit of a margin. Second place, Nick Suzuki, followed by... second place, Phil Deneau, followed by Nick Suzuki.
How much did Nick Suzuki have?
1851.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
I got that prediction right.
Very close. It off by one shift, 30 seconds from Toffoli. Thomas Tatar, 100% on the face-off dot.
Yay!
Thanks, Malhotra.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Some people bitching about Malhotra last game.
I can't believe he's on the freaking Maple Leafs.
I know.
Ridiculous. Hits 44-38. I was wondering about the hits because the game didn't seem as physical. I didn't think, but maybe, that's just me being stupid. Habs win the face-off circle 52-48. Shots on goal 35-30. Maple Leafs. And yeah. What else do we have to talk about?
Habs win.
Habs won it.
How long was it into overtime where they scored?
59 seconds.
That was so great.
First man, exactly. I'm like, if this goes to second overtime, I'm gonna be pissed. Because number one, I have to do this.
Yeah, I was like,
and number two, I'd need more Dr. Pepper. I'd have to order
3-goal
food.
lead, right?
Yeah, that's the whole frickin' thing.
Yeah.
Habs got to hold that lead. I mean, they got to...
Cole's face. Oh my God, I love his face.
He's very good at faces.
Yeah, he's really good at faces.
Yeah, so there it is. Habs win it. We got time. We got plenty of time. We got like 5 minutes to burn. Game 6 changes. Man, I don't know. They won with this.
Well-
Why change it? Roll with it.
Exactly.
Got to do something about the power play. That's the only flippin' thing that's legitimately driving me insane.
Children first.
Also, yes. Also, the ice at the Bell Center. I don't know what they got to do to like make it not be as weird as it was the past 2 games, but they got to figure that out. It's silly.
Yeah, I wonder what's going on.
I was watching like how the puck moved, in this game since it was in Toronto. It was at the Scotiabank. Sliding. No problem. Means the ice is cold, means the puck is cold, means it's easier to handle. At the Bell Center, bounces and blah blah blah, and it was just did not help either team.
Yeah.
It did not help the Habs at all.
Puck's cold enough.
Because in that like annual survey of NHLPA or whatever, the players from every team say that the Bell Center has the best ice in the league. So what?
Wasn't it?
Maybe there's something in their formula.
Wasn't it a year or 2 ago that was Bell Center then Vegas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Well, Vegas, modern facility, probably has a
That's
big
a beautiful
old
building.
Oh, it's amazing. It's so for people that haven't been, if you want a reason to go to Vegas, go for a hockey game.
Go for a playoff hockey game.
It's
Holy
good.
Shit.
And then
The show,
it's
so good.
It's so good. They have so much stuff there. It's almost unfair. They'll
like
break.
Cirque at intermission and like before the game. It's just like crazy.
Yeah, they got the Cirque du Soleil people. They got the Blue Man Group. They have just all sorts of freaking crap there.
It's
they can
so
just
fun.
throw out there. It is a lot of fun. And then afterwards, you can go to Planet Hollywood, and at 9 p.m., that's when the go-go dancers come out on the gambling floor, and they spare no expense. I'll put it that
Next
way.
time I'm gonna go to old cheesy Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
I was there once. A long time ago. I want to go again.
Fremont Street.
Fremont Street.
Yeah, I'm planning on going there semi-soon just to lick all the doorknobs now that everything's vaccinated. But, so Game 6 is in Montreal. Fans are in the building. So season ticket holders and family of the team, too, are going to be there.
Oh, how exciting.
Ticket prices, I think starting upper bowl is $1.50. Kind of steep, but it is also the playoffs.
Yeah,
That's the thing. So, I tweeted at Justin Trudeau. I told him, open the goddamn border, you coward.
No.
Didn't call him a
not
coward,
yet.
but yeah, I know. But I would try very hard to go if it was legal to.
Yeah.
Wonder if I can get
It's a
like
whole other thing, man.
wonder if I can get like an essential travel excuse if I say I'm media.
I'm with the happy hour.
Yeah, really. Yeah. Let this guy through. He's fine.
You could probably design your own little press pass thing to get across the border. And then you just gotta get into the Bell Center.
That's all.
That's all. It's not like I know handfuls of very talented graphic designers or anything.
Yeah, we know several.
It's
We
not
know
like
lots.
it's not like I know the laminator at Staples very well and they lets me laminate stuff for free.
Laminated. Woo, it's official.
Laminator.
I had to get
I
my
used to love having like laminating things.
I had
Like cutting them out.
Yes.
Just-
very satisfying. I
Very
had
satisfying.
I had my vaccine card laminated because I figured I'm gonna need this. And
Yeah.
they're not all that durable either. So
No, I just have like a piece of paper.
yeah, right. It's like
Sounds like a
ours.
note card.
Yep, a note card, kind of like a
I
note
want,
card.
like, I want something on my phone.
Mm.
Oh my Lord, look at all my notifications. I sent out my list with everybody from Sportsnet crossed off who had chosen the Leafs to win in 5 games. So I crossed them all off with
Oh.
my blue marker app.
I am
Yes.
also looking
This
at
is
notifications.
rolling in.
Yeah, that's cool. How awesome is that? Okay, so final thoughts. We have finally ate up the time. Thank God. Habs, game 6. We got it. We got him to game 6. There we
At
go.
home, These
Yeah.
fans in the building.
Something stuck with me that Ducharme said today, and that was if the series is 3-1 and it goes to 3-2, it's going to game 7. That's what he said. Something along those lines. And I just thought, yeah, I did not think that the Habs were going to lose today. I started to think, whoa, they're really making it tough on themselves after they blew a 3-goal lead. But I woke up this morning thinking that they were going to win.
I woke up today thinking I had to get an oil change. And then I saw that glorious.
I did an oil change too.
Yeah. Then I saw that glorious man. I'm like, that's a sign.
That's it.
That's an omen.
It's an omen.
So because of COVID, I actually got like the I have like one of those LED displays, and it's like, you need an oil change, because the last time I got one was like in like September. I'm like, oh my god, I haven't driven around at all. So there's that. Beth, you were going to say something?
I did kind of have an omen today. I forgot about Paul Byron answered my question.
He did.
What?
That's
Yeah.
right.
Paul Byron answered my question today.
Green screen moved. Wow.
Yeah. So that was
What was your question again?
I asked him if he were cast in a Star Wars movie, what type of character he would want to play. And he said he'd want to be a Sith Lord, which made me laugh because he's so pure and gentle.
Is that a bad guy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he wants to be a bad guy. But yeah, he answered my question. He said my
That's
name. I was
amazing.
like,
That's it. That's a total sign.
yeah.
You should have
That's
told
awesome.
me earlier, because then
Oh,
I
I'm
would have
sorry.
been completely assured of the win.
I'll send you the video.
Awesome.
He looked good tonight too.
Yeah, he did.
Byron
It's
did
really
look
He's
good,
been
right?
very fierce. He's had his fierce face on lately, which I like.
Byron is slotted in with Kotkaniemi and
Anderson?
Anderson.
yeah, Anderson too looked very good. Like whenever he was on the ice, I was like,
He wants a goal.
Yes.
power horses
Power horse.
galloping.
He should come out with a cologne after this.
Power Horse
Like,
by
honestly.
Anderson. Power Horse
Yeah.
by Dior. All right, that's it.
Calvin
So
Klein.
by Calvin Klein. Sure, why not? All right, Habs game 6, Saturday night. I think it's a 7:00 game.
They haven't announced the time yet.
They haven't? Oh,
It better not be a fucking daytime
No,
game.
if it's a
Is all I
daytime
want to
game,
say.
no.
that
No,
would be some
Saturday night.
shit. Has to
That
be
would be
Nighttime,
some
Saturday
shit.
night.
prime
They had to throw that
time.
to
Gary Bettman.
Prime time. Habs Leafs
Yeah, like
Yeah.
has
you're
to
gonna
be
get
7.
So many more viewers if you don't play it at 7 p.m.
Better not be
Exactly.
a fucking daytime game.
All right, and that's it. Go Habs, go! Bye.
Go Habs,
Bye. Bye.
Go Habs, go!